Let's just start with the venue since everybody's talking about it. Does it have any impact on how things are going to work out tonight? I mean, does impact matter that, or does a venue matter that much?
I don't know if it'll impact the game. It's different. There's no question it's different. It's got a different feel. I mean, we're dressing outside the actual building and then walking across outside into the concourse, then onto your bench. So that's unique. Yeah, the building's smaller, but it is what it is, and I think it'll be kind of fun to do. It'll be an intimate crowd. I think the energy's been good here from what I hear. We've been able to warm up outside in the sun. It's been a good morning for the guys.
You got two teams tonight that are at this moment probably exceeding expectations, especially given the way they played early in the year. How do you expect that to impact this game tonight?
Well, if you looked at the game last night, they're down 5-1 first period.
Yeah.
They came all the way back to 5-5 and lost in a shootout. So, and I think they've got points in 8 straight games or something like that. They're playing well. Their goaltenders have done a good job. I think they got a young, energetic group, a good balance of size and skill. Their power play is dangerous, so it's not surprising they're doing better. And with a little bit of momentum, they've carried that. And last night they got a point out of a game that after the first, I don't think anybody thought they would have.
It sounds a little bit like you're describing your own team. How similar are the two teams tonight?
Well, hopefully we're not down 5-1. I'm hoping that. I think the way we've played since, again, the first game coming into the break against Washington, I like how we've competed. I like the attention to detail on the other side of the puck, just not on scoring. And you see guys sacrificing the body, blocking shots. Our goaltending from both goaltenders have been great. So it allows us to gather our feet. We're not going to be dead on and perfect every night, but you need goaltending to keep you in those games, and they've done that. They've done an excellent job of that. So we're getting contributions from a lot of people, and that's translated into close games and some wins.
How about your lineup tonight?
Everything's going to be the same except for the goalie. We'll go with Elvis in there.
That battle level that you talked about, you think you found that in Calgary? You go back to that game, it seemed like you had to get it there. There was a lot of emotion. Is that when things changed a little bit?
A little bit, yeah. I think you had the Calgary and the Edmonton game where I thought we played really well in Edmonton and got that win. We lose 2 players in that game. That's when you lose Gus and Blanks, and those guys are, what they are. They're consistent and hard competitors. So, and we're in the middle of a 4 and 6, so we lose that energy and competitiveness in Vancouver and Seattle a little bit on the back-to-back. But then, we came back and have a real solid game against Wash. I think it's been building and coming, and we talk about consistency, and everyone's like, well, why can't you do it all year? And I'm looking at the Dallas roster last night and their games played. It's 56, 56, 56, 56, 49, and you're going, man, whether it's bad luck, just our circumstance. I mean, we're 8 guys out again right now, and that's just where we're at. But to build chemistry and consistency, you need to play together. I'd love to have a line play together for 15 games straight, and then maybe tinker. But that's just where we've been. And so, right now I think guys are, with a little bit of success, it gives you confidence, obviously. But how they're having success, that's what they got to remember. It's in fives, it's hard work, it's consistency in our track and arrival and exit and doing it together. So, the circumstance is what it is, what we've been in, and guys are getting more opportunity, and hopefully keep building off it.
And it's good to see you lose Johnny, you lose Gavrikov, but it seems like they believe and understand what's happening.
Yeah.
And how to do it.
Yeah, we've been next man up all year. That's just kind of how it's been. So certainly had some peaks and valleys and a lot of valleys. That's just what has happened. So, hopefully we're on the upside of this, and you see some confidence throughout your whole lineup.
You talked about that consistency in your lines and kind of the inability to keep guys together this season. The one line that has been consistent is that Corrali, Olivier, and Eric Robinson line.
Mm-hmm.
Are you seeing them find their footing and start to produce more that they have been together like that?
Yeah, you look at, they have an identity. Yeah. They know what they are. They know what they bring. I think they've embraced their role. You see how I use them. I use them, as a checking line, but you love to see them get rewarded last night on the offensive side of it, because they put a lot of hard work in, and sometimes they gobble minuses, but they forget about, people don't talk about who they're playing against most nights, and it's not a group that's going to put up 35 goals apiece. So your plus minus sometimes is a poor indicator of what they're doing for your club. They're consistent in their effort, their physicality. They bring those intangibles that you just need, and so a night like last night against a really good hockey club, it's great to see them get rewarded.
First, your thought on the venue here.
It's pretty cool. Obviously, I was a college hockey guy, so for me to come back to my roots and play in a college hockey barn, it's going to be pretty cool. I'm excited to see it.
It has a look of familiarity. I heard you saying out there, right?
Yeah, a little bit. I think they may have looked at the Notre Dame blueprint for this rink, but I guess that could be a good thing for me since I played a lot of games in that rink. So I'm excited.
Having played in a tight environment like this, how can it impact the game?
I think it's just going to be super lively in there. You feel like the intensity might, be a little higher. Everything's going to be loud. I had it firsthand when I was playing, some packed arenas in college. It's crazy environment that you get to go through, the momentum swing. So I think we're just going to be able to see that tonight.
Yeah. They got two teams playing tonight that are kind of in a similar situation, right? Maybe exceeding expectations right now. How do you expect that to impact the way things play out tonight?
Definitely for us, we've been playing some good hockey as of late. Since we come back from the break, we played some really good teams and have put a lot of good efforts out there. And tonight's going to be the same thing for us. We want to keep on rolling with what we've got going on right now. So we're just going to have to stick to that and enjoy it.
And same thing for them, right? I mean, they're on a little bit of a point streak, playing really some good hockey, and again, maybe exceeding some expectations. So you get two kind of hungry teams tonight, maybe.
Yeah, obviously we know where we are in the standings, and they've been playing really good hockey as well, beating some good teams. So for us, matching up against them, see who's going to win tonight. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah. All right. Perfect.
Andrew, do you feel like is your game back where you want it right now? Being leaned on heavily, getting a lot of minutes. I mean, do you feel maybe the best that you felt? Are you back to being the player that you were last year when you were getting a lot of responsibility?
I feel like I've definitely taken some big strides throughout the year, just focusing on that consistency aspect, of my game and building on that night in, night out. And as of late, I've been definitely playing better and improving. And there's always things, especially I feel like for defensemen that you can gain just through little patches of games or stretches. And I've been trying to bottle that all up and just put it every night and go from there.
Start with the venue. You're a college guy. What do you think of this building?
It looks a lot better than when we played ASU my junior year. We came out here and played in youth hockey rink, I think it was. So yeah, they did a great job with it. It looks awesome. The facilities here, the locker room and everything, it's NHL quality here.
How do you expect the tight venue, the kind of intimate venue, to impact the game in terms of energy and that type of thing?
It's going to feel different, but I think at the end of the day, once the puck drops, it's a hockey game. It'll definitely feel like they're more on top of you, I think. But yeah, like I said, it's just hockey. At that point, you're just playing.
Once again, we saw your line last night kind of lead the way. How much satisfaction do you get out of having that kind of a night and having it lead to a win?
Yeah, it's huge. I felt, the past 3 or 4 games we were coming along. I don't think we had much to show for it production-wise, so it's always good to see a couple go in, and obviously to help the team get a win is huge.
It's also nice to get a goal when you don't see it go in, right?
Something I've never seen before, but the old saying is take them however you get them. So yeah, I'll take that and run with it.
Guys have had a lot of success up and down the lineup, the top 6, the bottom 6, contributing ever since that game in Toronto where things seem to kind of turn around for you guys. But what's been the key to this turnaround, do you think?
I think just for us, we're playing a more of a simple game. Playing, in my opinion, harder to play against, a little more physical. Just kind of sticking to what our style is, and we see we're getting points ever since we came back in that Toronto game, and winning's fun. It's fun to win. It's makes the morale around the room a little better, and for sure you get a little extra energy from it.
It might be a hard question to answer, but what changed? I mean, you guys have played 50 games this season, and then something seems to have switched all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to kind of point out just one specific thing that has changed. I think I do think the break was good for us. It was good for us just to kind of get away and come back with kind of just a clear mindset and just ready to kind of take on the second half type of games and stuff like that. So it's tough to point out one thing. I think we're raising the energy level and the standard. I think we're meeting our standard a lot more than we were prior to the break. I think that's the key to why we're winning games.
All right, I got to ask you about the building here because this is a unique NHL experience playing in Mullet Arena, and your brother plays here. So what's he told you about the venue?
Yeah, he says the ice is probably the best ice he's played on. So I'm looking forward to it. Not often you get to, play in a barn like this and maybe have a little different crowd out there tonight. It should be a fun game.
All right, how motivated are you guys to finish this trip the right way? Obviously, it would go a long way here in a special place like Tempe, right?
Yeah, exactly. It'd be keep it rolling. It'd be another big win for us. That's obviously our focus. Be a great no weekend sweep for us. And they played last night. We played last night. So kind of evens out. They came back from a 5-1 deficit and just lost one short there. Points in the last 8 games. They've been playing really good hockey, so we can't take a step back. It's gonna be a good challenge for us again tonight, but we're eager to get this sweep here.